this is Glenn here from FG Landscaping, and currently we're going to look at the push mower, the Honda HRX537YE. This is a professional lawnmower, and we use these in our grass cutting business, and it's quite easily, in our opinion, one of the best push mowers that you can honestly buy. It is extremely strong, extremely well made, and it's just a great machine. This particular engine here is a 200cc engine. It's extremely strong. It's you know, this particular machine in question here probably has well over 250 cutting hours on it, and it's still going extremely strong. It's just so reliable. As you know, the Honda machines are probably one of the only machines in the market where you can simply toggle between mulch and collection by the simple lever here at the back. This is just, for anyone that's in our business, this is just a godsend, and it just makes life so much easier, because you don't need a mulch plug, you don't need to be swapping out any plugs or anything. You can just simply toggle between back and forth as simple as you want on these machines, which makes them just remarkable. This machine also has a few different height settings. Each wheel can be adjusted in height to get that perfect balance if, you know, there is a bit of unevenness on the ground. It also comes with a 7-speed variable transmission, so this machine you can end up going extremely fast, walking fast with this machine if you put it on some of the high settings. Like all the sort of professional commercial type of push mowers on the market, when you start the machine, the engine will run, then you can engage the blade using the separate blade engagement pressed on the back of the machine, and it's just a godsend. This machine in question does have the full composite deck. It's not a steel deck. The HRH, I believe it is, 536 is the full sort of professional, the commercial push mower equivalent. It has a few slight differences, but it is quite similar. But it does have a full steel deck. This one is the composite deck, and I have to say, we find it extremely strong. We've used this machine in a lot of hard gardens, a lot of hard fields, and the deck has taken some abuse from hitting stumps. It has hit large stones, and the deck has remained in place throughout that whole period. So it is extremely strong and extremely reliable. It really is remarkable. It has a large 80+ litre grass collector as well, as you can see. The handles itself just quickly fall back with the quick fold toggle buttons there on either side, and it has a fairly large fuel tank, which personally is, I mean, with one fuel tank in this machine, you will probably cut you will quite easily probably cut an acre of ground maybe on one full fuel tank. It really does go a long way. It's quite remarkable how long it actually lasts, considering relatively how small it is. Bear in mind, this is still not a full commercial push. It is actually professional, but it's not full commercial. But in our business anyway, we know, and we use them, and we know other people that also are in the business, and they also use these types of machines, and it is really a strong machine. And it's really reliable. As I said, I don't think you can get a more reliable push mower on the self-propelled mower on the market than this one that's currently here, the 3X537. I've also looked at a lot of YouTube channels, and a lot of the guys that I look at on YouTube, a lot of them have these machines, and it's just because they're so reliable, they're so strong, and truly, honestly, they are one of the best investments you're going to make when you set up, or when you get into the small gardening business or grass cutting. Even as a residential homeowner, if you have a big plot and you don't want to ride on, this is a great alternative. It does have a 21-inch cutting deck as well, but really what makes this machine amazing is its mulch capability. It has 2 blades, probably, I think, in my opinion anyway, certainly one of the only self-propelled mowers that has a 2-blade combination underneath the deck, and it just cuts the grass so finely. It's really remarkable. I've never seen it on any other self-propelled mower like this, and we've seen self-propelled mowers that have been twice the price of this mower. In Ireland, this machine, you know, you'll find it for somewhere around 1,400 to 1,750 euro, depending on the shop We've seen full commercial scale self-propelled mowers that are twice that price and don't offer the same cutting capability as this machine. So it is truly a remarkable machine in its own right, and it really is truly amazing.